What if I told you that there is a much better way to do mental health care? My name is Sarah Weaver, and I am a functional nurse practitioner, and I have designed a new concept, a new framework for mental health care that I'm going to share with you tonight. So many of you are familiar with the Strait of Juan de Fuca, and this is really where my first lessons around a lot of different things in life started. We spent quite a bit of time up there during the summer, and for those of you that are familiar with it, it's this vast stretch of water, and on a clear day, you can see the shore of Canada and the Olympic Peninsula at the same time. Now, many of you might associate this area with peace and beauty and tranquility, but for me, there was many times that it felt a little scary and suspenseful because I was on a boat with my stepfather at the helm. Now, he had his own demons to deal with and some pretty complex trauma and some big emotions. And the way that he dealt with it was lots of rainier beer. That left me a little powerless at times when I was a kid. And one summer day, we went out to go fishing, and the weather changed pretty rapidly. The sky darkened, the waves kind of woke up. It was almost like a serpent rolling. And they started to build to some pretty terrible heights. And when we would come up on the crest of the wave, there was a glimpse of hope. We could see land, only to have our hopes dash and plummet down to the bottom of the wave where the land was obscured. Now, he refused to go in because he hadn't caught a fish that day. And I think that often when I am sitting across from a client as a nurse practitioner, over and over again, I hear this story of people really searching to address these invisible adversaries of anxiety and depression. And they are often met with a healthcare system that is unable to give them the depth they need, as well as have the tools to really address them holistically. So for me, this is a deeply personal story. I lost 2 brothers to addiction, and watching their personal struggles has been a call of change for me. Watching their stories unfold has been a transformation to really come up with a system that's a lot more empowering for the people that need help. So 5 in 1 adults seek help for mental health. We're in a world right now where there's a lot of turmoil, a lot of chaos, and this is just the adults that are willing to ask for help, as well as the young children that we're seeing skyrocketing suicide rates and mental health issues as well. And what we really need is more than just a pill and a therapy session. That's a good start for a lot of people, but they often need a lot more than that. So what if we could give them some real tools? What if we could help them become more empowered around what they need? And what if we could potentially give them the power to understand the real cause of their symptoms? Come on, you can do it. And it's awkward. There we go. All right. So really, imagine a world where we break out of this copy and paste model of mental health care and begin to tailor this very personal and intricate care, much like we would do a bespoke suit or a couture dress, to match the contours of someone's life. And this is where functional medicine enters the picture. This is a world that sees you, not just your symptoms, that helps you understand and uncover root causes, and really understands that mental health is complex and very multifaceted. And this is the reason why I started Entourage Health, with some pretty key concepts. One being that your experience and your perceptions shape your health. And we're really not meant to do these things alone. When we find the right tribe, that's when we heal. This is where the system is simple to understand and support. And it sounds simple, but there's also a lot of complexity in it, so we're going to talk about this. Foundationally, I really want to understand my clients. So I book out an hour and a half with them, and the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to come up with a timeline. I'm going to ask some pretty deep questions, like, do you think your mom was happy and healthy when she was pregnant with you? And sometimes I get a huh, right? Why would you ask that question? Because that's where your nervous system is formed. And that's where your hormones are formed. And that's how you're going to learn how to respond to everything in your life, right? What are the things that shaped you mentally, physically, and spiritually? Is your partner supportive? Do you like your job? Anybody here been exposed to mold? We live in the Pacific Northwest, right? You should all be raising your hands. So all of these things are big factors that are often not considered in the traditional healthcare system when they're looking at a mental health patient. So the support looks like a concierge style practice. All of my clients download an app. They have direct contact with me. If they want to ask a question on a Thursday night, they can do it and I respond to them. As well as I have a RN health coach that helps with the diet and lifestyle aspect of things. And I have a video library, and a lot of it is really mental health focused. So we talk about things like, what is your nervous system? How is it shaped? How can you remodel it, right? So that you're not in that constant fight or flight all of the time. We have longer appointment times and no waiting rooms. My practice is virtual, so that's really helpful for people who don't want to drive across town or just simply don't feel like they have the time to do that. So I would love to describe all of the things that are going on in my head around mental health to you guys, but we only have 10 minutes. So really what it is if Maslow hierarchy of needs and functional medicine had a baby. And really the main concept is that there are going to be many levels of care. And there are certain things that have to be met before you can move on to the next thing. So for Maslow's, it was really about this physiological needs before you can get to the top tier, which is self-actualization and understanding what your life purpose is, as well as developing love and belonging. So I've taken this and basic concept and put it in a form with functional medicine. So the things on the bottom, your gut health, your nervous system regulation, your sleep, nutrition, cellular repair, specifically mitochondria, all of these things are really fundamental. and have to be addressed before you can do the deeper work of detox, genetics, trauma work, movement, and hormones. And once you are able to really address those things, then you can start thinking about, how can I have authentic connection with people? How can I have a deeper spiritual practice? How can I use nature to heal, and what is my life purpose? So what would you change if you understood your missing pieces of mental health care? I have constructed this workbook, and really what it's designed is to understand that your life is a puzzle. It has this beautiful, vibrant mosaic of different components. And sometimes we lose some of the pieces. And so when you can go back and look at all those pieces in a reflective manner, that can be a really powerful practice. I designed this workbook so you can download it. It's completely free. It's my gift to you. And you can use it in the safety of your own home at your own pace to really understand who you are and what you need for mental health care. So, thank you so much. I love looking out in the audience and seeing all these faces that I love so much. Thank you for coming and supporting me. And if you want to connect, I've got a QR code, and we have we all have really great information on the table to share with you all.